Romani people, often known by the term Gypsies, possess a rich and ancient cultural heritage that has captivated and perplexed outsiders for centuries. However, many prefer the term Romani, as Gypsy can carry negative connotations and historical misunderstandings. They are not a monolithic group, but consist of diverse clans and tribes, each with its own customs, dialects, and traditions. Despite their widespread diaspora across the globe, with an estimated population of around 10 to 12 million, Romani communities have shown a remarkable ability to maintain their distinct cultural identity. Historical and linguistic evidence overwhelmingly points to northern India as the ancestral homeland of the Romani people. The Romani language, Romanis, shares significant linguistic features with Sanskrit and modern Indic languages, providing a clear linguistic trail back to India. Music and dance are profoundly important, serving not only as forms of entertainment, but also as vital expressions of their history, emotions, and communal bonds. Despite their rich cultural contributions and long history, Romani communities have frequently faced marginalization, prejudice, and social exclusion in many societies. The epic migration of the Romani people from their ancestral homeland in northern India is a story pieced together through linguistic, genetic, and historical research. It is widely believed that their westward journey commenced around the 5th century AD. This was not a single, organized exodus, but likely a series of waves of migration occurring over several centuries. Several theories attempt to explain the impetus behind this significant migration. Some historical accounts suggest that Romani ancestors might have been taken as captives of war or enslaved during various conflicts in northern India. Their journey westward was gradual, taking them through Persia, the Byzantine Empire, and into the Balkans. By the 14th and 15th centuries, Romani communities were documented in various parts of southeastern Europe. The Balkan Peninsula became a significant area of Romani settlement, and today it hosts one of the largest concentrations of Romani people in the world. Bulgaria is home to a significant Romani population, estimated to be several hundred thousand, making them one of the country's largest ethnic minorities. Many Romani communities in Bulgaria live in relative isolation from the rest of society, often concentrated in specific neighborhoods or districts, sometimes referred to as mahallas. The living conditions for many Romani families in Bulgaria are often challenging. They frequently reside in underdeveloped rural areas or segregated urban neighborhoods, sometimes described as shantytowns. Socioeconomically, the Romani community in Bulgaria faces significant hurdles. Interactions between the Romani community and the broader Bulgarian society are complex and sometimes fraught with tension. Within the diverse tapestry of the Romani community in Bulgaria, the Kalaidze clan stands out for its adherence to a particularly unique and fascinating tradition, the bride market. The Kalaidze are traditionally coppersmiths or tinsmiths, a craft reflected in their name. One of the most prominent and widely discussed of these practices is their annual gathering, which functions as a bride market, held in the city of Stara Zagora or nearby towns like Mogila. The Stara Zagora Bride Market, sometimes referred to as the Bridal Fair or Gypsy Market, is an event that typically takes place once or twice a year, often coinciding with religious holidays like the Feast of Saint Theodora. The primary purpose of this gathering is to provide a socially sanctioned venue for young Kalaidze men and women and their families to meet and potentially arrange marriages. In a community where interactions between unmarried young people of the opposite sex are often strictly limited to preserve reputation and tradition, the market offers a rare opportunity for introductions. Families come hoping to find suitable partners for their sons and daughters, ensuring the continuation of their lineage within the Kalaidze community. For the Kalaidze themselves, the market is an essential part of their social calendar and a cornerstone of their communal life, anticipated with a mixture of excitement and seriousness. The preparations for the Stara Zagora Bride Market are extensive and begin long before the actual event, particularly for the families of eligible young women. From a very young age, daughters are often groomed with the prospect of marriage in mind. Many Kalaidze families choose to withdraw their daughters from formal schooling after primary education, typically around the 8th grade or even earlier. This decision is deeply rooted in their cultural values and is seen as a way to protect the girls from perceived negative influences of the outside world and to prepare them for their future roles as wives and mothers within the community. As the market approaches, the preparations intensify, often spanning up to a year. Families invest considerable resources in ensuring their daughters look their best. The young women themselves spend a great deal of time on their appearance, with careful attention to makeup and hairstyles. For the young women, participation in the bride market is generally a willing one, despite the pressures and expectations. A central and often discussed aspect of the Kalidzie bride market is the financial transaction involved, commonly referred to as the bride price. This is a sum of money paid by the groom's family to the bride's family. It is important to understand that within the Kalidzie context, this payment is not typically viewed as buying a wife in a purely commercial sense, but rather as a form of compensation to the bride's family for raising her, and as a demonstration of the groom's family's ability to provide for her. Several factors influence the price determined for a prospective bride. A girl's age plays a significant role. For instance, an 18-year-old is generally considered more desirable and would command a higher price than a 25-year-old. Beauty is, unsurprisingly, a key determinant. The girl's reputation, her perceived modesty, and her family's standing within the community also contribute to her value in the marriage market. The negotiation process is a delicate dance between the two families. The Kalidzie bride market is deeply embedded in the social fabric and cultural norms of the community, serving purposes far beyond simple economic transactions. A fundamental principle guiding these marriages is endogamy, the practice of marrying within one's own specific group. For the Kalidzie, this means finding partners exclusively from other Kalidzie families, thereby preserving their distinct cultural identity, traditions, and bloodlines. The market facilitates this by bringing together a large pool of eligible individuals from their dispersed community. The decision-making process regarding a marriage is typically a family affair, though the young woman's input is often considered, at least to some extent. The ultimate goal is to secure a stable and harmonious union that benefits both families. A significant cultural value that underpins many of the practices surrounding young Kalidzie women, including early school withdrawal and close supervision, is the emphasis on virginity. The bride market system, with its controlled environment for introductions and the preceding period of keeping girls relatively secluded, are all part of a societal mechanism designed to protect this valued status. The Stara Zagora bride market is far more than a somber venue for negotiating marriages. It is a vibrant and festive occasion, pulsating with energy, music, and social interaction. The atmosphere is generally one of excitement and anticipation. Families arrive dressed in their best clothes, the young women adorned in colorful, often glittery outfits, with elaborate hairstyles and makeup. Traditional Romani music, often featuring accordions, clarinets, and drums, fills the air, and spontaneous displays of regional dances are common. While the primary purpose of the gathering is matchmaking, not everyone attends with the sole intention of finding a spouse or arranging a marriage for their children. For many, it is also an important social event, an opportunity to reconnect with relatives and friends from distant towns and villages. The market provides a unique, supervised space for young men and women to interact, however briefly. If a match is successfully negotiated and agreed upon by both families, the culmination of the market day for them is often marked by immediate celebration. The Kalidzie bride market in Bulgaria is a complex and deeply ingrained tradition, serving a multitude of functions within this specific Romani community. It is far more than a mere economic exchange. It is a vital social institution that facilitates matchmaking, reinforces communal bonds, and upholds cultural norms passed down through generations. The market provides a predictable and organized framework for a life event that is universally significant: marriage, adapting it to their particular cultural context and values. One of the most significant impacts of the bride market is its role in maintaining Kalidzie identity and promoting endogamy, the practice of marrying within the group. In a world where minority cultures often face pressures to assimilate, traditions like the bride market help to strengthen internal cohesion and ensure that cultural knowledge, customs, and values are transmitted to succeeding generations. It is undeniable that practices such as the bride market, particularly aspects like the bride price and the young age at which some marriages occur, can be viewed critically from an external, Western perspective. However, it is essential to approach such traditions with cultural sensitivity, understanding that they hold different meanings and serve different purposes within their specific cultural framework. In conclusion, the Kalidzie bride market is a testament to the resilience and adaptability of Romani traditions in the face of a rapidly changing modern world.